So you're trying to start a business in 2026, but you don't know who to sell to? Well, Miss Mamas, let's talk about it. Figuring out who you need to sell to is a really key part of building a business, especially when you're starting out. A lot of times, you'll hear people say in business, starting a business is like throwing shit at a wall till it sticks. You might have an original idea. You might think that I'm the most original person on the planet. Figuring out who you sell to is a very, very important part of building $1 million brand. Today we're going to be talking about being a B2B business. If you don't know what that means, that means selling business to business. That means that the product or the service that you offer would only be able to be used by other large entities that also sell products and or services to other people. Hence, B2B, business to business. Oh, nobody falling out my chair. If you're like, I don't know whether I want to sell to people or if I want to sell to businesses, here's what I'm going to tell you. Ask yourself about your product. Would my product be better used by a group of people to help them accomplish what they're trying to do? Will my product be better used or suited for a company than a human being? Some things can be pivoted into both B2B and B2C. Services are things that you can have both B2B and B2C. There's people who only do business taxes, and there's other people who only do personal taxes. But pick one, especially when you're starting out. I'm going to tell you about a B2B business, especially if you're selling to other businesses. The sales cycle is longer. Why? Because they have to go through 1 million people to make one freaking decision. Bureaucracy is a disease. Not actually, LOL, I'm being dramatic. Sales cycle's much longer because businesses have to do a lot of checks and balances when they're trying to say, should we move forward with this? I don't know if we should move forward with this. Johnny, what do you think? Well, I think. You get the idea. It's a long time. If you're a first-time business owner expecting to get paid tomorrow after distributing your invoice, I hate to tell you, baby, but there's probably a net 30 or 60 on that. So make sure when you are doing things with businesses, you are very clear and understanding of your terms. Businesses pivot and move on quickly. So execution is key. If you're going to have a B2B business, if you're working with small businesses, there's a little bit of wiggle room here, but the bigger the client is, the less room there is for error. So keep that in mind if you're starting off going out for big fish. If you do catch a big one, baby, I'm glad you caught a barracuda. But make sure you got something for that barracuda to eat at the end of the day, okay? And I mean, that's the same for B2C, I guess, but pissing off one person is much, much more recoverable than pissing off a whole entity. Anyways,